Lately, I've been finding myself thinking about past friendships, and I've had a lot of problems with maintaining friendships in life. It's kind of my deepest wound in life, really. I lost a friend that we had maintained a friendship for 4 years, and maybe for a lot of people that wouldn't seem like that long of a friendship, but it was for me. It was for me. I didn't think I could have a friend for that long. And then it ended over, I don't even want to get into it. It's so foolish. It's like that Hall and Oates song where it's like, it's so stupid that I gotta laugh. Cause it's like, it is so stupid. I have to laugh. Like, I feel like there's just some people in life that are meant to walk alone. And I'm not like fully alone. I do have my husband, and he says all the time that he's my best friend, and I agree. We definitely do have a great friendship. But I lost the friend that I had actually met prior to him, um, several months prior to him, and I met both of these people in my senior year of college, and we were all studying like the same thing. It was cool. But I didn't even meet my friend in a criminal justice class. She was doing criminal justice. No, I was doing criminal justice. I misspoke. And she was doing forensic science. I wanted to do forensic science, but the school basically told me I can't do that because my math is too low. So I had to do the next most similar thing, criminal justice. But it was just funny. We met in a history class. We didn't even meet in a major class. So it was just like funny that it was something so similar that we were both studying. I find myself walking down memory lane a lot these days, and it's like it's like I've experienced a death, and it really feels that way. The funny thing, I'm gonna look it up here on my notes app because I write down everything. I write it down in my notes app, and then I also write it down physically afterwards. But I had a dream recently because I've been crying about losing this friend who I felt blindsided, and I've lost a lot of friendships in life, and I always get left. And I know what people have to say about someone like me, like, "Oh, you don't have friends, you have such difficulty maintaining friendships, like obviously you're a red flag and you're bad to be around." And anyone that's been in my circumstance and experienced this over and over, especially throughout so many like eras of my life and ages, of course I've had periods of self-reflection where I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Am I choosing the wrong people? Am I behaving like badly around them? Is something I'm doing like offensive to them? And I know what exactly ended this particular friendship this time, and it was political. It was back in September, and I don't really want to mention anything else. But when I think about like the prior friendships, they weren't that close. Like we weren't that close. This was someone who I like. took public transport with a lot, and we went all around like the city and hung out, and we went to a K-pop club night together and danced and drank soju. And this was like, I think in 2023, this particular moment I'm recalling. We walked to another college after taking like some public transport there, and we walked a long ways throughout the campus, and we looked at cherry blossoms. That was her idea. And I had short hair then, and like, I'm not really describing them adequately. Like, I do write poetry. I am a writer. I'm a poet, but I've always struggled to describe happy moments, like, poetically. I'm much more gifted with writing in profound detail about sadness. I really miss this friendship. It was all I ever really wanted. And it's kind of hard in life when over and over again the people that you want to stick around or you have like fond memories with, they just like leave you so easily. And you know, I've done bad before in life. I'm sure I've ditched people, but I think a big problem as a loner, when you do try to make friends or you do make a friend at some point, that chances are that that person is not a loner. Just chances are. Maybe you got lucky, because like my husband and I are loners. I won't go into detail, but you know, that's, you know, I wasn't gonna date an extrovert. Um, I took out my septum, but because it was hurting me, and I feel weird without it. I haven't. The last time I didn't have a septum ring in was when I was 19. So I'm 25 now, and I'll be 26 in April. So that it's weird for me. It's been like 7 years. Um, that's how I feel. I feel really caught up in that era of my life because I didn't. I mean, of course, things change and people like drift away eventually, but I didn't know that, like, oh, this person, after hearing, you know, about me, and she's told me about herself, and but she knows a lot about my story, like, and like I trusted her, and I feel like I never quite trusted someone like that, and I never really was able to like trust a friend like that before, and so it all felt like a big milestone for me, and yet it all like crumpled over something political that really shouldn't have even been political, and it was just, it's so nonsense and nonsensical. And when someone that like you thought you bonded with, and like a 4-year friendship, and I think the main problem that I was trying to get at, but I kind of forgot to elaborate on, is that when you're a loner and you try to make friends, chances are that that person won't be a loner. Probably not to the same degree as you. I mean, especially me. I grew up with a really awful adolescence, and I was. I'm an expert in solitude. Let's just put it that way. So, you know, I think part of it is maybe I put too much value on hanging out with these people and they don't because they have other friends. Like, they have childhood friends, and they have many friends their age, and they're not like me. They don't just have like one friend. The blinking light is not a cyborg, by the way. It's just like a reflection on a lamp from my light over here. I make these videos because it's like, why not? Like, I've had enough with just talking to myself over the years and talking without like letting anyone know. I've journaled for so many years. I journaled since I was 13, and this feels like a good next step. I miss my friend, and the song Purple Rain by Prince is trending right now. Of course, we all know that this is like an 80s song, and it's not a new song, duh. But it's trending right now, especially the lyric. Such a shame our friendship had to end. Purple rain, purple rain. And like, it just, that really hurts me. And before I say how I feel, I want to mention this dream that I had, since it's the 21st right now and it's 1:53 a.m. or around there. I had this dream 11 days ago. I wrote this on my phone when I woke up, and yes, this is the time I woke up, 9:42 p.m. on January 10th, 2026. That's how messed up my sleep schedule is, okay? Unemployed life. And yes, I have had a job, but I'm unemployed and I'm loving it. And for prefacing, like for context, I had, this video is all over the place, but whatever. Just like my emotions, so whatever. For context, I had cried in my bedroom before I went to bed, and I felt really depressed about losing this friend that I've been talking about this whole video. And you can tell right now, like, I'm really emotional about it. And I mean, like, the times we shared, it was just like so special, and I feel like I never loved a friend until her. I felt like everything was just so surface level, and I felt like, wow, like I really am capable of like caring about someone and trying to maybe not be as awkward, like, oh, this person likes to be around me. Like, years and years ago, she celebrated her 21st birthday with me. I'm like, oh, me out of all people. And so I had cried out to God about it. And I wasn't blaming God. But I was just wondering, like, why is this my pattern in life? Like what is it? Like, what is this? Just a big part of my life that like I literally cannot escape having failed friendships over and over and over. So when I woke up, I wrote down what text I had seen in the dream. So in the dream, it was a text from my husband at the end of it, and I was looking at my phone in the dream. And the text said, "Do I need to remind you that you are God's chosen one, and He would not permit you to suffer for no reason? You need to say that prayer over and over until you realize it. You need to rejoice in your suffering." That's what my dream said. That was definitely God talking to me through my dream. And I don't care if people say, like, that's crazy, like, you're reading into that, like, whatever. I don't have many dreams, like, at all. I'll read it one more time. Do I need to remind you that you are God's chosen one, and He would not permit you to suffer for no reason? You need to say that prayer over and over until you realize it. You need to rejoice in your suffering. Wow. So I'm trying to rejoice in it. I'm trying to rejoice in it. It's not easy. It's not easy to rejoice in every friendship you've ever had crumbling. Yeah. So, but I know that the way my adolescence was, it's like I said, I'm an expert in solitude. Like, this is my playground. I'm used to it. But it doesn't mean that it's not painful sometimes. So, yeah. I don't know if this channel will gain any more traction. I want to reach out to people that are like-minded to me, the weirdo girls and just outcasts of the world. And so I dedicated my first poetry book to all the outcasts and loners and those type of people in the world. And myself above all, because I'm definitely those things. Yeah, I'm just up late at night and I really reminisce about this friendship, and I miss her. And it's really a shame when like you think you know somebody and then they like throw you away, and you're like, hey, what's going on? And they don't even respond, and they leave you unread and block you. My light just fell, so I think that means I should stop filming now. Well, maybe that was the moral of this video. We all need to learn how to rejoice in our suffering, even though it really sucks. So, this has been Recovering Hedonist. It was a late night rambling. Bye for now.